Good evening, everybody. I realized that they already started the show, so I have a couple of these reviews to do. Starting late October, we're almost mid through November, so we'll just talk about the premiere. I mean, heck, who knows? Not many people watch these reviews, anyways, of mine. But I did, as much as I was gonna say no, I'm not gonna do the TV show reviews anymore of This Is Us or Last Man Standing or any other ones that are still going on. Now, Last Man Standing is having its final season when it comes back in January, but um, I decided, you know what, I might as well. If I started, even though obviously with This Is Us, I did not start with season one, neither did I with Last Man Standing. But don't worry, I am not going back. I'm starting where I started, but I will finish to the final episode of the final season of all these shows. You best believe. I may be late like I was with this, not realizing they start early because I'm yes a fan of the show, but not. So I had to quickly watch and now doing my reviews and wrote up my for both of them. But anyways, let's start with season 5 premiere. Leave it to This Is Us to offer a 2-hour season premiere that includes COVID-19 pandemic, serious discussions about racism, and Black Lives Matter in a Hummus episode, an adoption match, and a miscarriage scare. And then I'll do it all the last minute twists. Because you know what? We love those, don't we? Dang it, people. Hold on, I'll be right back with that. Anyways, yeah, just send me a video or audio message with your thoughts or whatever else you wish to say, and talk to you soon. Take care. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, Randall's mom is alive. Well, Laura was alive in 1980 when young William and ran away from paramedics who declared her dead. Instead, they were calling the police and child services to investigate. All right. But yeah, after we left baby Randall, Laurel unexpectedly wakes up where she goes from there and where she's been for the past 40 years, I imagine, be subject to future This Is Us episodes. If the writers were planning for Laurel to be alive this whole time, they certainly were planning for much else. But, well, that's their fault, and if she doesn't want to chat, she doesn't want to chat. I mean, to make anybody uncomfortable. But people just have an issue with audio messages, and it's not that big of a deal in that regard. But I just want to talk to people, and I didn't mean to upset anyone. Hope to chat with you at least. If you have an open mind, if not, then that's fine too. And I did stop talking to whoever, and if they didn't tell me, they need to tell me themselves, because I'm talking to a lot of people. So, if they have to tell me, so then I won't. Or just simply block me. It's not that hard either. Anyways, hope all is well. Take care, and sure everybody looks great. Good friend there. Anyways, let's focus on how the Pearsons dealt with the last 7 months of 2020. It was a lot. It's not only seeing some dramatic and all that, while Katie, Kevin, and Rebecca all got their moments in this episode, or in the episode 40. In the episode 40 was all about Randall. And to their credit, the writers were able to weave in the Black Lives Matter Black Lives Matter movement into Randall's character development without seeming crass or opportunistic. The whole country talking about race spurred Randall to question his relationship to his white family members. Okay, well, good for you. Talk to you whenever, and hope to hear from you. Take care. That's their interpretation, everybody's interpretation, just because they can. That's how, I guess, the society is now. Oh, people just can't talk to people in general. It always has to be bad or creepy. Anyways, take care. Talk soon. Included on the random scenes we wrote in this episode, watching 2 hours of fictional characters live through the reality viewing and stuck with the real life was exhausting. 40 tried to end on a positive note, as Beth assured Randall that nothing is forever. And all that. First episode kicks off, season 4 concludes with Madison telling Kevin that she's pregnant with twins. Hulu appears to go through the first few months of the pandemic while milestones and thoughts we're all familiar with. Rebecca Miguel had to found the cabin to ride out, which they think this will be a short trip. Beth and Randall are shaken when Tom hangs out she has COVID. Kevin and Madison decide to quarantine together. Masks are worn, hand sanitizers and used. As Randall and Kevin chat in emotionless text, still there's a fight in the season 4 finale. Randall receives a breaking news alert about the death of Floyd, where we see him watch the video of Floyd's death and how he, Beth, and their 3 daughters handle the fall. They want to protest against police brutality and stoic silence, while Kate texts Randall pictures of her toddler son's first protest and asks to organizations to donate. Randall is clearly affected by what's happening in this country, but he's not talking about it. Not to Beth or the girls, and not to his therapist. It's only when Deja, her boyfriend Malik, visits on Randall's 40th birthday that he really opens up about his feelings. Yes, those. Hmm. It doesn't mean to make them uncomfortable. We're just trying to see if they want to talk. And audio messages are the fun way to talk. Hear a person's voice. And, positive of hearing, positive things about you or about your page from a person's voice. It's just, I don't know, for me, is satisfying just in that way. Not in a creepy way, but it's satisfying in the way, okay, you appreciate my page. But that's on their own. So if they have a problem with it, simply there's a block button for a reason and they move on. Then again, I'm unforgettable in general, whether you like me or not. But hope all is well. Take care. Well, good for you. If you're not with that block, I don't got no day to deal with your crap either. Take care or chat whenever. Either way, make a decision. I'm done caring about other people's feelings. I'm trying to be nice and respectful to others, but if they just want to pigeonhole me and think I'm one way, that's on them, and I can't change that, unfortunately. Yeah. Anyways, really care. Babies are okay. Kevin is mostly affected enough by the experience to propose after they learn there's no danger to the baby. Matthew says he can take it back, but we haven't really wanted to marry her. Rebecca, meanwhile, has been feeling great ever since returning to the cabin, good enough that she almost thinks the great outdoors are healing her Alzheimer's. Almost. Her momentary disappearance is enough to bring Randall to the cabin that he's been avoiding. He solves the mystery of what caused her episode and tries to leave, but Kate stops him to ask if their relationship is okay. Apologizes for the state of the world. Randall tells her it's not enough, that he felt alone in their family growing up and filled with black people, that never talks about it. It's hard reality for Kate to face. She doesn't have much time to sit with her feelings, as she says, before Toby tells her they've been matched with the potential baby. Excuse me, through their adoption agency they're going through. Kevin and Kendall and Randall exchange some less angry words about Kevin's twins, a boy and a girl, before Randall leaves. He calls his therapist from the car to essentially break up with her, saying he realized there was a deeper meaning to him seeking a white female therapist, but he needs to speak to a black person who he won't claim around. Hmm. In the episode's flashback, we return to the day William left Randall at the fire station and Rebecca went into labor. We see the bigger arc of William and Morel's relationship in flashbacks, within a flashback, but how optimistic she was when she first got pregnant, and how bad luck and hard times depressed her. William feels intense guilt for getting drugs for Laurel after Randall was born, but she was in pain. She was in pain and was afraid to go to the clinic with her drug use. He and Jack briefly cross paths at the hospital when William visits, seemingly second guessing his decision to give up Randall. Both men end up in the chapel. William prays that his new son will have a good family, and Jack prays that Rebecca and the triplets will survive the complications of her delivery. Jack leaves the chapel and calls his estranged father to ask him why he used to pray. Stanley Pearson says he wished his sons would grow up to be better men than him. And then in the final moments of the episode, was revealed to have survived, at least in future flashbacks that explain her role in the story. We won't have to think about her. So that is that for for the premiere in regards to talking about it. Sorry about my little delays in there, but I hope you all enjoyed this. Be doing the other ones. Let me know what you think, and above all else, as always, take care.